भाई थोड़ी सी टेक्निकल इशू हो रहा था, जिसके कारण अभी जो है वो फिक्स हो चुका है, और यहाँ पे हम जो है वापसी करेंगे फाइनल एंट्रोपी वर्सेस टीम सियोल यहाँ पे चलता हुआ। और बात करें अगर यहाँ पे मैच की, तो दोनों ही टीम की साइड से 14-14 किल्स है, लेकिन यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा दिक्कत होगा जरूर। यहाँ पे जाएंगे सीधा यूरेनस, काफी ज्यादा डैमेज सोकअप नहीं कर पाए, और 5 बंदों का डैमेज देखिए बहुत ज्यादा हो जाता है वहां पे, और उनको जो है धाराशायी किया गया। अच्छा खासा यहाँ पे जो है हमें देखने को मिलेंगे, जहाँ पे किक काफी अच्छी तरह मारा गया है चारों की तरफ से। बहुत ही कम एचपी बचेंगे यहाँ पे, बड़ी स्लैम दिया जरूर है यहाँ पे, लेकिन पीछे से मॉन्स्टर किल है मैम, बहुत ही अच्छी तरह लेके जाएंगे यहाँ पे उनको। किलिया यहाँ पे धाराशाही होंगी, लेकिन उसके साथ यहाँ पे रहेंगे पीछे रॉजर, जो धाराशाही करेंगे यहाँ पे सीधा बीट्रिक्स को। यहाँ पे अच्छी खासी यहाँ पे डैमेज देंगे रॉजर, और यहाँ पे शायद जो है अपने जो कूफरा है वो भी लेके जाएंगे। ट्रिपल किल झोली में भर चुके हैं, मौका रहेगा यहाँ पे जो है मेनियक लेने का अच्छा खासा, लेकिन शट डाउन किया जाएगा यहाँ पे। लेकिन शट डाउन के साथ थोड़ी सी दिक्कत हो सकती है, संभल के रहना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि मीनिया जो है वो आ चुके हैं बेस पे, और ये शायद डिफेंड ना हो पाए। जी हाँ, बिल्कुल नहीं होगा। इसी के साथ पहला जो मैच है वो जीतेगी यहाँ पे फाइनल एंट्रोपी, वो लेके जाएंगी पहला विक्ट्री। भूलेगा नहीं गाइस, ये मैच रहेगा BO3 का, और यहाँ पे बात करें पहला मैच है वो जीत चुकी है। अभी पैसेंजर स्ट्रीट पे जो है यहाँ पे वो आ चुकी है फाइनल एंट्रोपी की टीम। और क्या कहना चाहेंगे इसके बारे में, पीछे जानेंगे इस मैच के बारे में आपसे कि क्या लगा आपको यहाँ पे, क्या जिस तरह से यहाँ पे टीम का परफॉर्मेंस आया है, क्या लगता है आपको?
एक बात है कि एरेथल को काफ़ी ज़्यादा स्पेस मिला है फार्म करने के, जहाँ पर जैसे हम देख रहे हैं कि नो डेथ्स, 0 डेथ सो फार उसके टैप पे। तो एक बात वो एक अच्छी है कि उन्होंने अच्छे से फार्म किया है एंड पूरी विक्ट्री लेके गए। और जैसे मैंने बोला, एलेक्सा काफ़ी एक अच्छी मेज है, उन्होंने किया है, बट बैड लक उनके यहाँ पर आज की मैच नहीं जीत पाए। बट अगेन अभी तो और 2 चांसेस है, तो देखते हैं आगे के मैच में और नेक्स्ट मैच जीती है नहीं।
जी बिल्कुल, नेक्स्ट मैच हमें जरूर देखने को मिलेगा, और तब तक के लिए मैं दर्शकों से कहना चाहता हूं कि आप देख रहे हैं अभी मोबा मास्टर का सीजन 1, और मैं हूं आपका काश शिंद्रा, मेरे साथ है पीची। और इसमें यहाँ पे जो मैच चल रहा है, दोनों ही टीम के बीच में घमासान मैच चल रहा है। दोनों ही टीम बहुत ही अच्छी खेल रही है, और अगर बात करें दोनों ही टीम की तरफ से, तो हमें दोनों ही टीम की तरफ से काफी अच्छा प्रदर्शन देखने को मिल रहा है। लेकिन हालांकि पहला जो गेयर है वो शिफ्ट हो चुका है, वो जीत चुकी है यहाँ पे फाइनल एंट्रोपी जो है पहला मैच, वो जीत चुकी है यहाँ पे टीम सियोल को। वापसी करने के लिए जो है यहाँ पे वापसी करने के लिए जो है एक मौका रहेगा उनके पास, और अगर ये भी हार जाएंगे तो वो मौका इनके हाथ से चला जाएगा। तो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा सीरियस होने का समय आ चुका है। इस बार जो है ड्राफ्टिंग में क्या चेंजेस होंगे वो देखने में ज्यादा एक्साइटिंग रहेगा मैच। तब तक के लिए आप हम लेंगे एक छोटा सा बिल्कुल 1 मिनट का ब्रेक। जब तक के लिए आप देखते रहिए मोबा मास्टर सीजन 1।
Hello, guys, and welcome back to MOBA Master Season 1. And we have another match from team. What are the teams? Can you please tell me, Peachy? I do not
Oh,
remember.
yes,
Hey
sir.
there.
We are
I'm
back.
sorry. I just started out on the beat, so sorry, no introduction yet. This is Ash
No
here,
worries.
and it's great to be casting here along with Peachy. This round of this match between team
It's
Peachy.
going
Can you
to
please
be
say?
final. It's going to be final entropy on to the side of blue, and we have Team Seoul on to the side of red. Now again, I'll give a little bit of an introduction for Team Seoul. They are one of the teams that I've heard that they almost qualified for a LAN event. So yeah, I am curious to know if they are the one who's going to sweep it away in a clean sweep or not. First match have been over. There was a little bit of a technical issue with us, so we just got to know that Team Seoul did won the first match. So let's see if Final Entropy does get the redemption arc on or not.
Indeed, we will see that, and we can see that the banning phase has begun, and already Fanny and Lapu has been banned on the blue side with a Yuzong ban on the red side. We can see, and perhaps another EXP lane ban could be incoming from the side of the towards red, and they might be thinking to ban out another EXP laner. Definitely, it could be the Arlot or the Uranus. What do you think, Peachy?
Oh, Uranus, last game it was truly annoying. Come on, Mori was the one there in every single lane. He was just been, very proactive, which is a good thing. But here we are. Looks like we got a respect ban coming in. Last game it was a Xbox jungle. So this time around, I feel like it's going to be a Park Shia somewhere around around the lines. Maybe or maybe not, given the fact that those heroes who could strip away the HP are getting banned. But with that, Florin away, Lapu Lapu away. But I feel like where's the Matilda? I don't see the Matilda getting banned.
Matilda is getting less banned these days. Actually, with the nerf past season, this season, actually, got, and due to which the shield which she gets on the second skill, the Matilda Airlines as we call it, and we know it all. It has been nerfed, so maybe that's why it's out of the ban section for now. But it's still a very solid pick in terms of a hero, and it could be picked away. And we can see here that Irithil has been picked up as the first pick from the side of blue here. No hesitation in picking up and Irithil is a strong laner, so it's gonna be difficult to find a proper marksman who can deal blows with her.
Oh, I see, I see. This time around, team Final Entropy made the call of taking Irithel onto their hands. Last game, it was an Irithel with zero deaths on our hands. So I am curious to know what kind of a gameplay that they are going to bring around. Mori, this time around, no Uranus. Looks like that being banned, it just opens up the path for the 4vs or maybe the Chow, and they picked up a 4vs. Farsa here, last game it was banned. This game, it's up. So I am curious to know what kind of a gameplay that this Farsa will be getting. Will be kind of easier to actually lower the HP of WoW, who's on the Irithel as of now. But at the same time, are they actually committing for a Saber?
I think that's actually just a showpiece to show us off a Saber screen for Saber the hero, but it might be a different pick from what we have seen so far. It could be a mage or a tank, and it is going to be a mage, and they have locked down the Lilia in the mid lane against the Farsa. It's going to be a bit problematic for the Lilia to bounce off all that, uh, the stuns that she will receive, and with the range advantage on Farsa, it's going to be very difficult to lane against her. But regardless, it's a very good choice in the mid lane and a solid contributor in the team fight. So let's see how it goes for them. And with that, we can see that Ishan Shin has been locked on as the jungler for the red side.
Back again. I'm sorry, I was facing a little bit of a network issue, but oh, no Saber. The screen was stuck at the Saber, and I really got a heart attack that are they going in for that Saber? But looks like YSS is here. One of the main junglers. I feel like he still deserves a little bit of a spotlight. He's kind of an expensive, man. Like when I say expensive, like you need a team around the YSS. They made the right call of picking out the Farsa. They made the right call of picking up the 4VS as well. But as of now, moving forward to the ban phase, tanky heroes out of the way so that the YSS will be having an easier time on the game, farming up. So again, Team Seoul are looking for the late game. They won't be having a little bit of a early game, potential. With the early game, it's just the Farsa. But Kalia band, 1-1 band, there's still some marksmen left open.
There are still quite a number of good marksmen left open, like the Granger. Perhaps, if you're a good Granger, you could easily deal bros with the Irtil also, even if you have like mobility disadvantage or something. But still, Granger is a good pick. But here we can see that they're wondering whether or not to pick Ixia as the gold laner here, and that could be very good against the Irtil, which, in my opinion, with the slows and the heals on the first skill and the passive, it's very good if Team Red decides to go for the Ixia. But it seems that they have decided to lock on to Gadut Gacha with that AOG, and they're planning to use that and perhaps do a wombo combo here, because I can see a pattern. Gadut Gacha and Phobius being picked. These are very good picks, to do wombo combos and set up team fights. So I think this could be a very good pick here. But perhaps they could also go for the Ixia next pick. Who knows?
Oh, Ixia, come on. She did have the moment when the patch note was new. You're talking about how her, cooldown was reduced, so it did work out very well. But Team Final Entropy picking out the final boss. Here we are with the Assassin pick. Now, Assassin here along with a chip. So that means the flank potential is very high. That means they really have to check their pushes. They have to make sure that this chip will be kept in check. But, Ash, as you mentioned about the Granger is here. Will this Granger have an easier time given the fact that Irithel is a direct counter for the Granger?
Definitely not an easier time against against a direct counter, of course, but you're gonna have to play it safe in the early game so that you can, win in the late game, perhaps. But even if that happens somehow, you will still be at a disadvantage against the Irrital, because she has the mobility advantage and more mobility than Granger. Correct me if I'm wrong, but she can dodge those, the Rhapsody coming in from Granger easily, and dive in with the heavy crossbow. So that's going to be very difficult for the Granger to lane against. And we're going to be seeing like if that Granger pick was the right call or not. But here we are in the Land of Dawn, and the first match has begun. Sorry, the second match has just begun, and we can see that very good drafts from both teams. It all comes down to execution now. So we're going to be seeing who's going to be taking this match home. Will it be a clean sweep by the red team, or will it be a comeback from the blue team here?
Let's see. All started again into the middle lane while Alexa trying to push buttons of the Sparsa. Now she knows how to conquer the middle lane. One of the very best players of Mage. So I am curious to know how Final Entropy will be making sure to get this game. But on the same notes, EXP lane, it is just a brawl, come on. It's just 1v1 against them, but no first blood under 1 minute. That's a shocker for me, given the fact that there's a Farsa, there's still a Lilia. Both the teams are looking for the mid to the late game. But again, if Hayabusa thus gets level 4 easily and thus comes into the mid lane, I believe there might be a first blood lurking for him.
But here we can see that farm advantage clearly favors that Hayabusa, because he can easily farm very faster than compared to an Essential. Of course, Essential also is a very good jungler, but you can see that farm advantage was clearly in the hands of Hayabusa, but he just wasted his time trying to get that Lito, and he is now behind the economy. But he has still taken both the buffs while Essential still has to, so he can maybe try and invade the green buff possible. But you can see that the turtle has yet to spawn right now, and both junglers are not yet level 4. And I think they have just reached level 4 now, both at the same time. So that was a very good sign, and they're going to be trying to contest that turtle incoming right now.
That's true. That's true. As of now, nothing much coming up. No first blood, but wow, might be the next or the first victim, but almost there. She does have 25% of his HP still left, but again, I don't think that should be a good thing that if she sticks around that turret. But oh, turtle up. That means a little bit of a turtle fight with that. Looks like Voisker is all alone on that glue, but flickers out of the way at the right time.
Oh, but that was the King Blade as the Ascension trying to got that first blood on him, and it seems that Team Red is clearly having the advantage over the turtle here, and Blue Team is not going to contest over this, and they're going to be backing away here from the first fight.
That's true. That's true. As of now, nothing much going around. But both the teams looks like on to the side of Team Seoul, they sweep away the turtle. Now, with the turtle, it is kind of important for YSS to get that snowball onto his hands, making sure he will be the one carrying up his team. Early game, no action. Mid game, very little. But late game, I want to see, King Blade trying to go all in. Last game, he almost took a maniac, but oh, wait a minute. Chip comes in with the short card, but again, teams are here with the brawl. Ash.
But what a comeback by that feathered airstrike on the hands of Honored One, and saving his teammates from that dire moment. And but here comes the cleanup crew. Hayabusa locking on to that Gatukacha. I don't think that's going to be enough for him to take down the Gatukacha, and he will be taking away. And that's going to be a kill on the hands of Toby, on the hands of Ranger, and Voisker is just sent back to base, and perhaps they're going to be pushing on onto that on that top lane tower. Yeah. And that was a very good trade, but he overstayed his welcome, and that's going to be a punishment onto that Toby. And definitely having the advantage and having the clear counter as the Irithil, she will take him down there.
That's true.
But I can see that another engage, perhaps, but both teams are trying to back away. But here comes Irithil, and no, the flicker saves her.
Oh.
But they are not done yet. But here comes the AOG and the feather airstrike to finish it off. But no casualties as of yet, and both teams are going to be backing away.
So
wow, that was a strange fight.
Yeah, like look at that. Team Seoul getting that snowball onto their hands, and King Blade getting almost like two KDA right there is really looking good. But wait a minute, Honored One, just make sure he will be making his exit with his bird form. But as of now, into the mid lane, look at that, Ash.
Oh, that's a beautiful engage by Voisker, but he was pushed back by the Team Red there. And Honored One will be staying safe, but he definitely was the target there. But I think that's going to be a demonic chase by the Phobius. But oh, that's solo kill by the Hayabusa onto that Ranger. But here comes the AOG. Hayabusa is zoned out and away from his teammates, and he will be taken down by the Honored One.
Let's go. As of now, nothing much around the map. Final entropy trying to take away the turtle onto their hands. Will they be succeeding in that? There is a lot of zone coming in from this 4vs as well as the Gatotkacha as well, which is a good sign. But wait a minute, look at that once again.
I think that Glue needs to watch his advances because he's just engaging, but there is no team to support him or back him out, and he's just keeps on dying. He has died 4 times this game already, and that's not a good sign for a Glue as an EXP laner overall. And here we can see that King Blade is being zoned away from the turtle fight, perhaps trying to take down the mid lane tower. But here comes the feather airstrike, and no limit will be going down in that fight.
That's true. That's true. Again, onto the middle lane. Just both the teams really want that snowball, but Mounted Shaker just shaking up a little bit of that. Oh, Kufra jumps in along with that glue. Make sure he will be getting that split. But Phobius, though, very low, will be taking a one hit from the turret. This is going to be a double kill for the Irithel.
Oh, but he latches on to the Kacha again, and that's gonna be another takedown by the Team Blue, and perhaps having the turtle advantage this time around, and they will be taking the turtle the second, and perhaps yeah, this will be a turtle for the blue team, and the red team will be forced to back away there. And it was good team fight, and good utilization of skills there. And of course, giving the blue team advantage over there because since the early game, definitely red team was having the advantage. But here comes the shortcut. Honored one is taken down by the hands of Hayabusa, and Toby will be taking some damage from Airtel there, but he will be backing away, and they will be forced to defend there.
Let's go. As of now, Final Entropy are, a little bit behind on the kills with 6 kills onto their hands and just trying to take away the snowball. Oh, but oh, mid lane though. Mid lane, the damage is up. This Phobius is being very proactive, which is a good sign. Just making sure the team will be getting enough support on their hands. But this Katutkacha is proving a problem. So I want to see how much length that they can go. Okay, AUG dropping in for WoW.
Oh, a wow just got away with a sliver of HP, but here we can see that the feather airstrike is just enough for the team red to take down that that glue there. But here we can see that red team is looking low on HP, and they will be forced to back away, and blue team will be defending this time around. And with that, I can see that another to back away by that Farsa using that feather airstrike as a defense.
Oh my. Team Seoul with having that early game, not early exactly, but mid game to the late game. Plus, they've been very proactive taking that snowball from the side of Team Final Entropy, and I think they will be taking it away all the way. But at the same time, Team Seoul are the ones as of now leading up with the leaderboard. Oh, the Lord is here, the Lord fight though.
And near the Lord fight, that chip nearly died. But here we can see that Fedric locking onto that hive, onto that honored one as the Farsa, and he will be going down as well. But here we can see Team Red having the clear advantage on that Ascension and going after one after another opponents. And here we'll be seeing that Black Shoes has been used by that Lilia, and definitely that was a good defense. But he will be now forced to back away while the Team Red clearly having the Lord advantage here, and they might take it home for them. But here we can see that another engaged by Toby onto that top lane, trying to take down that top lane turret before that Lord is taken down. But if you can see that a successful lock takedown has been already done, and Team Red right now having a good advantage. And Alexa, oh, that was beautiful. Toby executing, and here we can see that that top lane turret much will not be standing much longer, and it will be going down again, and with much less grounds to defend. Blue team definitely were clearly in the lead in the early game, but clearly they're having good counters and have a good drop, but definitely losing in the late game right now.
Oh, that's true. Like Team Seoul managed to get their score double as of now, so I am curious to know how they will be taking to the late game. Now that Alexa is back getting cornered, they know who's the threat right there, so they are taking her out already even before the team fight starts. Now there's no, there's still passive waiting. AOG dropping in the lords here though.
Oh, that Hayabusa got taken down by soloed by that Yin Shinshin just before the team fight been begun right now. That just caught my eye, and we can see that clearly the farm advantage is in the hands of King Blade, who will be caught down in that split, and perhaps, but it was Toby going down, and definitely that was a good latch on by. Oh, what that damage! That first damage by Ishan Shin. No way, that was unreal.
He's up. he has that snowball on his hands. He has that power spike as well. Now he's gonna do damage like that, gonna melt them down. But let's see, he will be needing a little bit of support from the Gatut Kacha as well. As of now, they did have a little bit of a moment of a re-engage coming in from the side of Team Soul, so they did capitalize on it. But at the same time, final entropy, come on, they need to buckle up. They need to come in with the power sky, try to take it to the late game. But if they do try to take it to the late game, they have to make sure this Fetrick will be farmed up. 3-3-1 on a bird AOG.
That was a beautiful AOG zoned away that Irithel, and he was caught between four enemies there, and he will be pounded like that, and he will be sent back to base. Although very good, impressive performance by WoW so far, on that Irithel, but definitely he will be going down. Regardless of that, he didn't have the purify, and that will be one less opponent for the Team Red to worry about right now. And perhaps they want to engage some more, but they're not finding an opportunity right now, and they're waiting for an engage right now. We can see they're just waiting.
I agree. This is, whenever there's a Granger in your opponent, you tend to pick up a Irithel and try to counter it. But this scenario is completely opposite. Look at that. The Granger is actually the one who's countering. That is just because with the help of the team, they are able to make sure that the team, this Granger will be having that kill. Toby, look at that. 6-2-5. The guy's just been dealing damage, and it's just not stopping now once again.
But we could see that the Hayabusa is online right now, as well as the Irithel, but definitely the damage and the sustain do not match, and we can see the sustain clearly in the favor of blue team. But here comes the shadow kill, a perfect execution, and he will be taking down Elu in that fight along with Mori. Have you seen a Hayabusa do that to tank the opponents? That was amazing by Fetrick there, and definitely I think Kingblade might not be welcome there if he gets that quad shadow onto him, and definitely we were seeing that red team having the advantage, but he just turned things around, and we can see that blue team clearly having the advantage over this next lord here, and red team is brutally zoned out right now, and definitely I think blue team can take this lord and perhaps make the end. What do you think, Pichi?
Highly possible. Team Seoul, with having the little bit of a edge with the gold as well as the kill, they do have a perfect execution and the combo wombo with the Gatot Kacha as well. I have been saying this Gatot Kacha, there's like barely one so far. He made that, defensive play, but onto the mid lane.
Oh, that was a brutal kill onto that glue. What do I say, Pichi? Like, he has died already 8 times, and he is just the main target. They are not fearing him. He's not a fear factor for them. We're just taking him down, and we can see that next could be Irithel, who will be taken down. But Irithel will be backing away to a safe port. But here comes the feather airstrike, taken no limit down. The chip will be falling down before the team fights, and that was not a good sign for a roamer to fall. And with no front line to defend, how will they even contest another team fight again? But here we can see red team clearly having the sustain in their advantage in terms of team fight. But it can turn tides anytime, because we just saw in that previous team fight how Fetrick was able to take down a Gatot Kacha and a Phobius with a single shadow kill and shurikens. So it is very possible, and the tides can turn anytime. So I don't know. It's a very 50-50 chance right now who will win.
Definitely. And on top of that, it's MOBA Legends 5v5. Epic comebacks are always on the table. I am curious to know, Fetrick getting shut down though by the Granger. That's brutal.
Oh, another shutdown. They're not letting him breathe, I think. And clearly with that Death Sonata, I think Toby is doing a great job at zoning away the targets, and before the team fight even begins, and providing more vision and more playground for his team to advance. And here we can see the invincible has been used on to glue again, and he will be used to, he will be splitting away to back away from that predicament. But definitely good seeing good amount of engages coming in from Team Red, but they're not capitalizing, and they're not committing to it right now. But here we can see they're trying to do something before the next Lord spawns, and perhaps they can go for the end of the game. But oh wow, shredding down Illy there, half his HP.
Okay, okay. They are all gearing up on the C formation as of now, but okay. Once again, shortcut coming in with the AOG in a very comfortable spot. But look at that, Ash.
Oh, Chip. That was a very good sustain coming in from that Gato, but he will eventually fall down along with that chip and that glue. And that will be another kill for the team red here, and four members already down for their side. And oh, this is not looking good for the team blue here. Frederick will be forced to back away, and perhaps they are trying to end it here. They do not want the game to go any longer. They want to end it right now, right here. And oh, that was a brutal kill on to Frederick. They do not want to leave him alive. And with that, they will end the game, the second game, in favor of Team Red here.
Team Soul, what a game coming in. They just managed to do the impossible, a clean sweep. This best of three series ends in a bang. What a game coming in. Understandable. Team Soul really made sure that the King Blade will be all farmed up, and it worked out very well.
And who would have thought that a Granger would work against a Rithel? Like the damage and like the sustain, and as well as the team fight participation coming in from the Granger is 63%. Like he was almost in every fight, you know and
Yeah.
that was like coming in from a Granger. You see a very few of these times, like you go against a direct counter of yourself as a hero and you come out on top. And that's a very good game for Team Soul here. And GG to them.
Definitely GG. Look at that. Once again, Alexa with the lose MVP. I kind of feel sad, but this is a knockout round. So maybe into the season number 2, they will be coming up strong. But congratulations to Team Soul for making it to the top 8. We'll be looking forward for the next round. And with that, this was it for the day. We'll be having a very long break till the next tomorrow, 7 o'clock, possibly 7 o'clock.